Hey everybody, this is one of the first few rare times that I'm reading off the script. I normally always speak from the top of the dome, and I had an issue with my father in a hotel room just a week ago on my vacation, but was a nerd growing up and bullied. I never had any talent, sucked at sports, I was scared of the ball, it hurt my fingers. My pops gently told me when I was a child in response that it was because I don't know how to play. I never had talent. When I hit puberty, I was obsessed with the way I looked, but because I was a quirky kid, it was instilled in me to be kind. So I had the looks and I was a nice guy, but I felt that was all I had going for me. I've been fired at many jobs since 14, and many of my bosses would say I had a wonderful personality, but it didn't reflect in my work as far as production goes, and I just felt I was stupid or not smart or strong enough. Out of all my siblings, I always spent time with my father and showed him love. Really the rest of my family, but the Cinderella story runs deep in my life, whether you are male or female. The one that was treated shitty and made to believe that they weren't pretty by trolls in reality was the beautiful one all along. I had many mistakes in my life, but the one thing the past 5 years that really hit me was seeing how much people really cared about me. The moment that I felt I was constantly being taken advantage of for my heart and selflessness, the more I felt that the only thing I could do effectively was ignore people, because I learned later in life how people would love to get a rise out of you, even with a smile on their face. Have you noticed how much jealousy and envy has been mentioned in rap, movies, culture? It's a psychological game I refuse to play, and once I experienced the crazy things with my pops on this Fort Walton beach, I realized how much I needed to go back home and change my life. As long as I have a basic understanding of saving money, living below my means, investing, learning how to build a skill to generate more income with the roof over my head, my car, and the freedom to escape, find a beautiful woman, that it doesn't matter what people think. At 65 years old, my pop still doesn't have it figured out. Even if he has money, his mindset is still poor, as if he was still that traumatized kid that escaped the Holocaust and the Cambodian War from 1975 to 1979. When he came to America at just 16 years old in the 80s. His uncle had a machine gun turret installed on a pickup truck to protect his own shop from being invaded by his own people, known as the Khmer Rouge. I don't care what people think anymore, but I also have to be cautious. I've learned to dress in cheap clothes, be more like a regular dude, and just live life minimalistically while giving back to the community in some way, shape, or form.